Hi guys. This movie was really it
Brutal.
wasn't scary. It was just really uncomfortable and crazy. Mhm.
So we watched Final Destination, the third movie. Oh my lord, that even though like if you guys like crime scene movies, I love crime scene movies. I'm used to seeing like gory things, especially when you see CSI and NCIS and they have like
Yeah.
disturbing things. But at least those are like okay, you see this is how like people after they die it looks normal.
Mhm.
But this is like a whole new level.
I just don't know. Usually things don't make me feel like spooked or weirded out, but this movie just has completely weird vibe to it. I don't know how to describe it. But how should we describe it? I mean, there was the predictions, there was
Like predictions are one thing, but like it's like a whole new level of disturbing.
I know because they were all such good friends and I had the graduation. I think it was the anticipation of it. They knew they were going to die,
So
so
can you imagine saying that you are in a high school with 1,000 like students who are graduating this year
right.
just to like have like no more seniors left to like graduate?
I know, just to die. And the I mean, I think what started it was the roller coaster because there's always a little fear because you hear these stories about the roller coasters going off and
The thing is that when you look at a roller coaster, you're like, okay, it's like you hear about roller coasters like going off the rails every
yeah,
other day, and you don't think of it.
it'll happen. Yeah,
So like the girl is just like, oh, it's just like it happened, you know. You don't pay attention to it until like when the two girls actually got burned alive in the
and the tanning
tanning booth.
salon.
Then like that's when like I'll be like thinking about it, but it's not like I'll be thinking saying, oh, maybe there is a coincidence.
Right. And what really annoyed me though was Ian, the McKinley guy, because he was chasing after them. But they saved his life. I That was creepy.
That's and then like when you see it that by the time it has the third one, I'll be like, okay, this is more than like a coincidence.
I know. I'd be like, okay, this is crazy, but I'll trust you. So, anyways, that movie was crazy. It kind of gives you part of me doesn't like it, but the other part of me does because there's just I haven't really seen a movie like it, so it gives you adrenaline.
No,
Ugh,
right?
it's crazy.
And my eyes are so puffy today because like
Allergies?
yesterday we had election day here, and so that
Oh,
I had to go for election,
wow.
and they didn't have the polls like come in until like 3-4 a.m. in the morning. So I stayed up till like 1 a.m. trying to like hear who won the election.
Oh, I see. Wow,
But
so
like
it was that early in the morning?
and then after that I'm like I'm
Mm.
too tired to stay up that I'm just going to like go to bed and hear who won when I wake
I
up.
know. Because, yeah, that happens because it takes them so long to tally up, huh?
The thing is that in the US, they you have the election, but they don't like say anything about it until the next day.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, they do have that tally though, where it says who's winning which state and um, that tally
But I
vote.
guess in the US, like it takes longer because you have like say that you have 10 states.
Right, yeah, because we have no idea when the actual results are going to come in. I mean, we have some idea, but sometimes it gets delayed or, you know, so. Yeah, 50 states. Did your person win?
My
Does,
mom is not happy about it, but I was like, I'm the one voting, not you.
that's funny. Yeah.
So I got
So,
like this for her. It's actually supposed to be for my one of my old friends, but I
no,
tried like message DMing him, but I don't think he remembers who I am. So I'm just like,
no. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Well, thank you. It's a really cute pen. I like to have them on my backpack and stuff. So,
oh, so talking about like fun zone. Have you guys? So we were discussing this before we watched the movie. Have you guys ever heard of this theme park for kids called Kidzania?
see, I've never heard of it before. She just told me about it, and there's one in Dallas, which is really interesting. There's quite a few scattered around the world too.
So it goes. You can have like kids goes from 5, I think, until 13, where I would say, yeah, 12, 13, because like depending on the country, where like because in the US where you can start working at 16, but you cannot do like, say if you work in a restaurant, you can only do certain jobs. You cannot handle like machineries, anything.
Right. So at the park, they teach kids, it's like a fun park, but kids are learning what real work is like.
Which is like a good thing, because then like you can use introducing like play for them, but at the same time they're earning, even though it's like fake money, but it's just like it's telling them saying, oh, this is how you earn money in the real life.
Yeah, that must be fun to have a bit of experience, I would think.
Can you imagine when you're 16 and you're applying for work and you're like, have you ever worked before? And you're like, oh yeah, in
Yeah.
Tanzania.
Yeah.
Then
That's
like
like,
the
yeah.
the manager, the hiring manager is like face plants.
That's fun. Man, I wonder where else they are. I'll have to look it up later.
There was one in Singapore. It opened, I think, 2014.
Oh,
But recently they closed for good because I think first because of the pandemic, so they didn't want to like reopen it. I think because compared to like Universal Studio, do you hear something?
yeah. It's getting late here. Um,
So it's like I think compared to like Universal Studio, it's like they will. I guess Universal Studio is harder to close down compared to Kidzania.
yeah. Yeah, I have to go because everybody's going to sleep where I am. It's getting late here because we have a time difference. So
Yeah.
it's 15 hours, right? The time difference.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. On a side note, everybody's still shooting off fireworks here.
And I think for this particular movie, I will not. There's usually I insert like a small clip at the end, but this time I don't think that I would like insert any just because the movie is too gruesome and
It's
I
just
don't want to be
yeah,
demonetized.
yeah, it's creepy
If
because
you
it has
guys want to watch it, go and watch it on your own terms. But
yeah,
I would
or watch
say
the trailer.
like under if you're there's three rules. Under 18, do not watch it.
It's creepy,
And like watch it only if you're able to handle like blood.
right? Or certain themes.
And like you make sure try not to gag if you see something that is like because like I don't want to be describing details when there's terms and conditions on YouTube. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
and we won't
yeah.
be recording for a while for between the both of us. I'll record on my own, but we together I think maybe for the next month.
Yeah, because I'm going on a road trip.
And if you guys want to check out, I will have a vlog coming up. I think not next week, but the week after. So check out that vlog.
Yep.
Then we'll discuss when we'll start up the next movie again.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.